Good morning, listeners. Today we're learning English by following Alex and Sarah's morning routine. Alex, let's begin. How do you usually start your day?
Good morning. I wake up when my alarm rings. Right after that, I like to stretch in bed and say good morning to myself. Sarah, how about you? Do you wake up early?
That's a great start, Alex. I usually wake up at 7 a.m. and I always greet the day with a smile. In English, wake up means to stop sleeping. Listeners, can you say, I wake up at?
Exactly, and saying good morning sets a positive tone. Studies show that positive self-talk in the morning can improve your mood for the whole day, even if it's just a simple greeting.
After waking up, many people ask, how was your sleep? Sarah, why is this a common question and how should we answer?
It's polite and shows you care. You can reply, I slept well or I didn't sleep much. Alex, can you try using those phrases?
Sure. I slept well. Thank you. How about you? This helps practice small talk, which is important in English conversations.
Absolutely. In fact, research suggests that starting conversations with simple questions, like sleep quality, helps build rapport and comfort, especially for language learners.
Let's move on to hygiene. Sarah, what's the first thing you do after getting out of bed?
First, I brush my teeth. Then I wash my face with cold water. These actions use the verbs brush and wash. Alex, can you use them in sentences?
Of course. I brush my teeth with toothpaste. I wash my face to feel fresh. Using simple sentences like these helps build your daily English vocabulary.
Right, and repeating these verbs brush, wash helps with pronunciation and memory. Studies show repetition is key to language learning, especially for beginners.
Now, let's talk about sequencing. How do we connect actions in order, Sarah?
We use words like first, then, and after that. For example, first I wake up. Then I brush my teeth. After that, I get dressed. Alex, can you make your own sequence?
Sure. First, I wake up. Then, I wash my face. After that, I eat breakfast. Sequencing helps listeners organize their thoughts and sound more natural.
Exactly. Using these connectors makes your English clear and easy to follow, just like following steps in a recipe or instructions.
Next, let's talk about clothes. Sarah, how do you talk about getting dressed in English?
We say, I get dressed. Sometimes I add detail. I put on a shirt and jeans. Alex, what do you usually wear in the morning?
I usually get dressed in comfortable clothes. Today I put on a blue t-shirt and black pants. Describing your clothes is a great way to practice adjectives and colors.
Absolutely. You can also mention the weather, for example, I wear a jacket when it's cold. This makes your conversation more interesting and relevant.
Let's move to breakfast. Sarah, what's a common way to talk about eating in the morning?
We use the verb eat. For example, I eat breakfast at 8 o'clock. Common breakfast foods include eggs, toast, or cereal. Alex, what do you usually eat?
I usually eat toast and fruit. Sometimes I drink coffee. Using usually and sometimes adds variety to your sentences, showing habits and preferences.
Exactly. According to a survey, 60% of English learners find talking about food helps them start conversations, since everyone eats and has favorites.
Now let's highlight polite expressions. Sarah, how do you make your morning conversations friendly?
I say good morning and ask, how are you? I also use responses like I'm good, thanks, or not bad. Alex, can you try responding?
Good morning, Sarah. I'm good, thanks. And you? This keeps the conversation polite and natural, which is important in English culture.
That's perfect. Politeness helps build positive relationships. Even small words like please and thank you make a big difference in how you're understood.
Let's discuss grammar for a moment. Sarah, why do we use the simple present tense for routines?
We use it to talk about regular actions. I eat. I wake up. It's the basic way to describe habits. Alex, can you give examples using your morning routine?
I wake up at 6. I brush my teeth. I eat breakfast. Using the simple present tense helps you sound clear and confident describing routines.
Exactly. Studies show that mastering the present tense builds a strong foundation for learning more complex grammar in the future.
Now, let's focus on pronunciation. Sarah, how can listeners improve the way they say these phrases?
Practice stress and rhythm. For example, in I brush my teeth, the stress is on brush and teeth. Alex, let's say it slowly together.
I brush my teeth. Repeating this helps make your English sound natural. You can record yourself and listen back to notice the stress.
Great idea. Research shows that listening and repeating is one of the most effective ways to improve pronunciation, especially for beginners.
To finish, let's try a role-play challenge. Listeners, can you describe your own morning routine using 3 to 5 new expressions from today? Sarah, will you give an example?
Sure. First, I wake up and stretch. Then I brush my teeth and wash my face. After that, I eat breakfast. Alex, your turn.
First, I wake up. Then, I get dressed. After that, I eat toast and fruit. Listeners, pause and try your own routine. No, it's great practice.
Exactly. Practicing out loud builds confidence. Remember, making English part of your morning habit will help you improve quickly. Well done, everyone.